2, 3.
All right. Good morning, people. We're going to talk today about the word taboo. Does anyone know what taboo is? Does anyone have an idea what is or what the word taboo means?
It's like an idea to is not accepted in a society.
Okay. All right. Any
Something
other
like that.
definition?
Or maybe that is good for you but bad for me.
Okay. All right.
It depends about the person who talk with you.
Okay.
Teacher, please help me.
Of the kind of the society.
Yes.
Things that people are scared of, right? We're scared of things, so we call those taboo, right? Things we try not to do because we think they're not correct. Okay. For example, does anyone have an
A
example?
volunteer?
A volunteer?
Like an example is pornography. Some people say it's good for children or I don't know. How do I can say adolescente?
Teenagers.
Teenagers from they explore her sexuality, but other person thinks it's bad because they pervert their minds. Sorry.
Okay. Anyone else?
The
Animal
sex into
laws.
the Catholic religion is a taboo.
Okay. All right. Could you give us a little example of that?
Of the,
Example of your word?
Your word?
My word is matricide.
Mm-hmm.
I think about the matricide is the very horrible crime because it's when the son of the doctor killed her mother.
Their
for
mother.
any reason. And some of the cases of the money, or when the mother is very repressive with the son. I only know some cases by the news.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
An animal abuse. I remember when your father called your son donkey when your nose in the school is bad.
Okay,
Oh,
exactly.
yes.
Using words related with animals to tell a person, right? Okay. Another word would be, for example, addiction. When people are addicted to something. Could someone give me an example of that? Alcohol, right? Alcohol.
Cigarette.
Or cigarettes. Smoking is an addiction, a bad addiction. But, yes, sir? Okay.
Playing in the casinos.
Yes, exactly that.
But I think that there are a lot of addiction different, like, I don't know, watch a lot of TV.
Exactly, yes. There's also very bad addictions and there's, well, we can say good ones, huh? All right. Any other word? Drugs. Okay. Addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about drugs?
Well, I have an example because I have a cousin, and he didn't student and didn't work and didn't nothing, and he had 3 childs.
3 children.
Yeah, 3 children, sorry. And he had 20 years old.
He was 20. He is 20 years old now.
Yeah, and he had 3
Children.
And he preferred go to his friends or to drugs to
Use drugs.
use drugs.
Okay.
When he didn't live with her
His-
children, and he didn't was responsible.
He wasn't responsible. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what drugs normally do to you, right? They really completely destroy you. Any other word there? Taboo there?
Dirty words.
Dirty words, okay.
Dirty words. I think it's good. It's good saying them to relax when you're angry. For example, you have a bad day or the traffic. It's good saying.
Oh, good. All right. For example, you're in traffic. There's lots of traffic. You're in a traffic jam. What word would you use there to unstress yourself?
Use the
No, I
text.
prefer don't say it.
Yeah, okay. So they're very bad words.
People say that people who say more dirty words is more honest than other persons.
Okay,
Who
people-
don't say that.
Wow, people. So let's say dirty words. Okay. Any other? Yes, ma'am. What do you have?
Incest. Okay. For example, when father has a sexual relation with daughter, and daughter has a son. I met a woman. But woman forgave her father, and she hadn't son. But your life is
But her life.
her life was very complicated.
Okay.
She always saw a lot of problems in her family and your
And her.
in her
Surroundings. Surroundings.
surroundings.
Okay. All right. Yes, that's something very,
This
very.
practice now is bad for question of genetic deformations, but 200 years ago are very common. Was very common
But okay. Well.
in a lot of cultures. Actually, in kingdoms, yes,
Where?
in kingdoms and reinados,
Okay. Yes.
and people of kings that they only have child with her
Children with their.
with the yes.
Oh, wow. Nice to know.
Okay,
My
my
work.
partner of the corner, give me an example of your work.
Cannibalism.
Okay, cannibalism.
I heard of a man in Japan who used to eat people in a Japanese forest, and now he's free.
So be careful, people.
That's scary. That's scary.
Scary, huh?
Very scary.
Which would also happen in the Andes, right? With these people that had a plane accident, the survivors of the Andes. Remember that they started eating to survive. All right, but this man does it as a hobby.
Say Sagawa.
Okay.
But in Mexico City, 10 years ago, I think, a man killed his girlfriend and he ate her skin.
Okay.
Okay, maybe let's talk about suicide. I think that suicide is a big problem from the society, and these years is very common in the childhood, the youngest people, because the bullying. I think that the suicide is an easy way from escape to the life problems, but if we have a friend or a family that they are thinking about it, we can help them.
We should help them.
One more.
My work is about gestures.
Gestures.
It's very common now, the dirty word, the gestures, and maybe to the preference about the sex is very common in teenagers and the young people, and I'm scared about this. I don't like these ideas.
Okay, so your word was gestures?
Gestures.
Gestures, okay. Could you give us an example of gestures?
The bring me signal.
Okay, all right. And could you show us which one? No, I'm joking. All right.
Now, I have a question for my partner. What do you think about taboo?
Taboo. I think it's an activity that some people see that is wrong, but for others it isn't. It's something that is not common to see everywhere. So I think that's taboo.
For example, a taboo would be tattoos. You see people with tattoos and you think that they're very bad people. And well, no, it's just something they put on their skin. Huh?
Do you have a tattoo?
I'd rather not talk about that. Okay? But it's something that some people like, okay? So please, leave them alone. All right.
Okay, thank you, my partners and teacher.
Welcome.
And
Okay.
give me applause.